welcome back to my channel and Happy New Year! It is literally January 1st when I'm filming this video. So Happy New Year. Hope you guys had an excellent holiday season. Hope you had a wonderful new year. It's 2025, you guys. What are our goals? What are our resolutions? We will be discussing mine later in this video. I have not written them down yet. So we will be doing that together in this video. Normally, I'm the kind of person who likes to brainstorm the few days leading up to the new year to think about my goals, what I want to accomplish in the coming year. But you know, I have a little baby now. I guess he's more of like a toddler. When are kids considered toddlers? He's 17 months. Is that toddler? I don't know. Regardless, he is up and walking and bebopping around, and we've had a very busy few days. We actually just got back from a trip to Indiana/Chicago to visit family for Christmas, and that was so much fun. But we've spent the last few days kind of unpacking, trying to get our house sorted out and organized. And yeah, have not had the time to write down my goals for 2025. So we will do that today in this video. We had a pretty chill night last night, and we are going to do some organizing today. We want to try to clean out the garage a little bit while Kai is sleeping. One of the biggest things that happened for us in 2024 is that we bought our first house, which is absolutely thrilling. So I think that that's definitely going to be at the top of my goals list for 2025, is to try to get a bunch of home projects done. And the first thing we're going to do on the first day of the year is try to organize the garage. So we're going to do that a little bit today. I want to make some food for the next few days. I want to make a little soup. Feeling in the mood for a little soup because the weather is about to get a lot cooler down here in Raleigh. So I'm excited about that though. It was like 70 degrees out yesterday, and I was like, you guys, like, glad it's not freezing because we moved here from Chicago and I don't need that energy anymore. But I want to wear my sweaters in peace without sweating, you know, don't need to be sweating in my sweaters. So what was I saying? Oh, I'm going to make soup. Wow. Okay. I'm going to make soup. I think I'm going to do that today, and then obviously make a little goals list. But yeah, we're going to do some cleaning up, organizing, just hang out together. Right now, I'm in the car, obviously. I came over to Jubila to get Barish and I some breakfast sandwiches. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right still. One of my subscribers lives in Raleigh, and we were talking in the comments of one of my videos recently that we don't know how to pronounce it. Jubala, I don't know. I should probably ask them when I go in there. But I came over here to get Barish and I some breakfast sandwiches, so I'm just waiting for my order to be ready. And yeah, that's what we are up to right now. I've already had a little coffee at home. I think that's why I feel so energized. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so. Recently reached 3,000 subscribers, which is absolutely thrilling. So would love for you to join. Okay, I'm gonna go in to see if my food is ready. Okay, Kai is napping now, so it is time to haul ass and get stuff done around the house. So we are gonna have a little change of plans. Instead of cleaning up the garage, we're actually gonna tidy up everything inside because there is a lot of stuff that still needs to be put away from Christmas, from traveling. So we are gonna do that really quick. We are going to try to power through every room and get everything tidied up. So we are gonna do that, but I did wanna show you, Barish just made some fresh bread. So I have to show you guys because it tastes amazing. I cannot get over how good this bread is. I think he took a pretty basic bread recipe, but has really tried to make it his own. So he is playing around with different temperatures and cook times and shapes, and it is absolutely delicious. Like, look how good that looks. Barish just came in and he was cooking these steaks on the grill. I didn't even realize. Like, look how good that looks. Wow, we're having a fancy New Year's Day. I am going to make soup, but the classic thing is that we always have lentils, and today when I was like, you know what, I'm gonna make a soup, we do not have it. So we're gonna have to see if there's any stores open and run over there, but for now, we are going to wait on that and we're gonna get some stuff done. When we were unpacking our luggage from Christmas and our trip, Our dining room table really became my dumping ground for all of the gifts. So I'm gonna tackle all of this first. Along with the bread Barish made and the steak he made, we are gonna heat up some of these organic butternut squash. Gonna throw that in the air fryer, and then let me show you the lentil soup that I'm making. Days later, it's January 3rd. We have had such a nice and relaxing start to the year, and last night I was finally able to sit down and brainstorm a little bit, brainstorm some of my goals and plans for 2025. So I thought it'd be fun to go over that process with you guys a little bit. Obviously, a ton of people on YouTube are making videos where they show like their vision boards and their plans for the year and their goal setting process. So I don't feel like we need to go like super deep into it. I just kind of wanted to share my goals and show you guys my little vision board that I made. So what I did last night was I got out a notebook, one that I was already using for random day-to-day things, and I just brainstormed a bunch of ideas and goals and plans and things that I've kind of had in mind over the last few weeks that I want to take into 2025, some ideas for different goals that I have for the year. So I just threw all of that down on the page in a truly like brainstorm format. I didn't really organize it. I just kind of had vague categories and put a bunch of different thoughts down for that. I marked the ones that I want to make as like concrete goals, and from there I decided to do the fun part first. I went on Pinterest and found pictures to represent all of those things and all of those goals for my little vision board, and I will show you guys what I made. I made it on Pinterest, and I made a desktop version so that I could have it as the background on my monitor, and then I also made a phone version so that I could have it on my phone as well. So let me show you this really quick because it looks so cute. This is what it looks like. I did try to do this kind of in categories throughout the whole thing. Obviously, my goal of reaching 10,000 subscribers is right here in the middle. I went ahead and put kind of like my hobbies, different hobbies I want to do on this side. I'll dive into this a little bit more when I go through the list of my goals. I put some travel locations on here, a picture of my precious baby boy because I need him front row center, some fitness goals here, and then some other more personal goals down here as well. So I'll be going through all of this in a moment, but I just felt like this came out so cute. I absolutely love it. So what I kind of want to do right now is I want to take my brainstorm sheet and I actually want to make a just pared down list of the actual goals themselves in a unused notebook, or bust out a fresh notebook for 2025. So I'm going to pick one of the notebooks I haven't used yet, and I'm going to write down that list of goals on the very front page. So after that first page in my journal, I think I'm going to go through and write out a page for each goal that kind of has more of like processes and systems, ways to actually accomplish the goal. I feel like that's really helpful. And then the other thing that I want to do is I do use Notion, especially to work on my YouTube stuff and to keep track of all of that. They do have obviously a ton of habit tracker templates on there, and actually I think that I do already have a habit tracker on my Notion. I think that to try to keep myself in my habits that I'm trying to form in 2025, I think that I want to put them in two places. I think I want to use the journal as a habit tracker, and I also want to use Notion so that I have two places to update it. And I feel like that'll help me personally get going and get in the groove of these habits. So the first thing I'm going to do is just in this notebook here, I'm going to take a look at my goals and I'm going to go ahead and write them down in a very simple form so that I can get the new journal started. I feel like every time I pick up this video, it's been hours or days later, but I just ate a little bit of lunch. Kai woke up from his nap and now he's downstairs with Barish. Barish is working from home today. I'm so sad that like the little holiday season is over and Barish is gonna be going back to the office. It's been so nice and so fun, but anyway, I have selected my journal, you guys. I'm back at my desk. Kai's with Barish, they're hanging out, and I'm going to wrap up my little like goal setting session, if you will. Look how cute this cup is. My mom got me a few of these juice cups from Anthropology. I got 2 of the strawberry ones and then 2 of them have white hearts, and I just think that they're literally the cutest things in the world. Please ignore how heinous my nails are. I do not know why I have not taken off this nail polish. Like, what's wrong with me? Like, girl, just take it off. Anyway, so the notebook I have selected for my 2025 goal and habit tracking is this Moleskine notebook. I've had this for a really long time and I've just never used it. It is my favorite color, lavender/lilac. I don't know if you can really tell on camera, the lighting is super weird, but it is a very pastel light purple, which is my favorite color. So I felt like this would be a good one to use for 2025. Fresh start, fresh year. I haven't even told you guys why I like the new year so much. So obviously a lot of people like the start of the new year because it's a great time to set goals, kind of look and plan out your year a little bit, set some goals for yourself and whatnot. But the other reason I personally love it so much is that my birthday is right at the beginning of the year. So my birthday is January 5th. This video is actually going up on my birthday, but I feel like it's so fun that my birthday coincides with the beginning of a year because not only is it a new year, it's also a new year of life for me. So it feels like an extra special time for me to be setting goals and kind of thinking through what I want to accomplish throughout the year. And I feel like that's why I enjoy it so much. Like, I love this part of the year for the goal setting, planning part of it. So I have my little notebook. I went ahead and added some stickers and whatnot to try to make it look cute. And then on the very first page, I put 2025 goals, and then I listed out the 10 goals that I have identified for 2025. So let's go through them briefly. As I said before, I did make a vision board to put on my computer background and on my phone background. I feel like that's gonna be really nice to be able to see it and actually like visualize it every single day. So there are pictures on that vision board that correlate to these goals. My first goal for 2025 is to do more fun activities with Kai. We do a lot of fun little things day to day, but I feel like now that he's a little bit older, he's almost a year and a half, I feel like now that he's a little bit older, it would be really fun to get him around other kids, get him interacting with other kids. He's home with me every day, so I feel like it'd be really fun for us to start going to like music classes. There is a nature-based class that they do here around the Raleigh area, and I feel like that would be so fun. You go out in nature. Obviously you go with a parent because it's for babies, it's for like toddlers. But I think you have to be 2 to do that. So I feel like that would be really fun for us to join maybe in the fall. So for now, I'm gonna look into music classes, things like that, things we can do together where he can meet other kids and socialize and I can meet other moms. Goal number 2 is my lifelong struggle. And it is on my list every year. And you guys, I am ashamed to admit I have not yet accomplished this goal. It is to go to bed early and wake up early. Your girl is a night owl. I am a night owl. I've been a night owl my entire life. And I feel like I have really been clinging to the excuse of having a baby, like, oh, my sleep schedule is so crazy. No, he's been sleeping through the night for months, like literally months. So I think I need to move on from that, and I need to woman up, and I need to go to bed early and get up early. So the main goal of this is obviously to get enough sleep. I feel like I do get enough sleep right now, but I feel like I'm waking up like when Kai wakes up, and I just feel like I'm happier and more productive and just feel better overall when I get up earlier and have some time to myself in the morning. So with that being said, we, as in Barsh and I, will be aiming for a 10:30 bedtime, like bed by 10:30. I honestly would love to do 10, but I know myself and we're gonna start with 10:30. So 10:30 at the latest, get up at 6:30 at the latest. I'm hoping that once we get into that rhythm of 10:30 bedtime, 6:30 wake up, I'm hoping that we can kind of push it to 10 o'clock bedtime, 6 a.m. wake up. So that is the goal. My third goal is to travel. I love to travel. I have so many travel videos on my channel. I love making travel videos, and that is something that I want to continue in 2025. We have majorly hit pause on a lot of travel since having Kai. We've done some trips to Chicago to visit family. We've gone to DC to visit my best friend. We've gone to Charlotte to visit my sister. And we've gone some other places here and there, but we have never been on a plane with him. We were supposed to do our first plane trip this past summer, and it happened to coincide with that huge outage. So our flight got canceled. We ended up driving. So I'd like to get our first flights with Kai under our belts this year. I would love to go to Austin. I've been, but Barish never has been. And Barish, I just feel like would love Austin, especially their food scene. It's like all of his favorite foods, barbecue, Mexican food, like hello. So I actually put a picture of Austin on my vision board. I really want to go to Portland, Maine. I know that seems kind of random, but I've just seen so many amazing places there, and it looks like the cutest seaside town, so I really want to go there. That's on the vision board. And obviously I would love to do an international trip, and maybe that will happen later this year, but basically I just want to keep all the options open and, you know, kind of push through any anxiety I have about flying with Kai and traveling. Obviously it's a huge undertaking, especially at this age, because he's so mobile, like he is on the move. So I just want to really push through and have that in my sights that we're going to take a couple trips this year. My fourth goal is to read 20 books. I love to read. I don't think it'll be that hard to reach 20. I think that my goal for 2024 was 30 books, and I did not reach that goal. I actually really fell off of reading in the second half of the year. I don't know why. I just all of a sudden just kind of lost an interest, but I really want to pick it back up. I actually just started a book. So I am lowering my goal this year from last year's goal. I'm going to aim for 20 books, and hopefully I'll be able to reach that goal. But I do love to read. If you have any recommendations, please leave them in the comments, because I'm always looking for something exciting to read. Kind of in line with reading, goal number 5 is less scrolling, more hobbies. So I feel like I do pretty good at not scrolling. I'm not really on TikTok. I barely ever get on Instagram. I could spend days on Reddit. So I do have a limit on that on my phone. But I do feel like I can fall into that trap of you're just really tired at the end of the day, or when you get a moment, the easiest thing to do is just to like sit there and be on your phone, whether that's checking on Instagram, whether that's going on Reddit. If I have free time, I want to choose what I'm going to be doing with it. So I have so many things I'm interested in. I want to learn how to knit or crochet. I've started to learn to embroider. I want to learn how to paint. I want to get back to playing the piano. I love playing video games on my Nintendo Switch. I love to read. There are so many things that I love to do that are creative and I feel like make me feel very happy and content. Oh my gosh, puzzles. Puzzles is another one. I love doing a puzzle. Anyway, all of those things I feel like fill my cup up in a very specific way, and I feel like that brings a lot of happiness and joy to my life, and I want to carve out the time to do those things. So that is a huge goal for this year, is to be spending more time working on hobbies. And I don't want this to, like, for myself, I don't want this to be something that's like a chore. Like, I don't want it to be like, oh, Christy, you have to do this. Like, no, I want it to be like, what am I in the mood for? What does she feel like doing? And if it's nothing, sitting on my butt and watching YouTube videos, then that's what it's gonna be in that moment. But I just really want to make sure that I'm prioritizing those hobbies, things that make me happy, make me feel good, things that don't take away, and I feel like all social media does is take away. So, wow, that was a soapbox. But anyway, that's goal number 5. Less scrolling, more hobbies. Goal number 6 is to learn Turkish. I feel like when I go through these pages and kind of expand on these goals a little more, I definitely need to think about a more quantifiable goal for learning Turkish. I feel like learning Turkish is so broad. I feel like a good goal for this year could learn to be conversational. I don't know what level that's considered in the language learning system, but the time has come, you guys. I feel like I just need to dive in and really commit to learning Turkish. I have an interest in learning a few different languages, but I feel like Turkish is one that obviously I could literally be immersed in. I could talk to Barış every day in Turkish. So that is my goal to, I will say, be conversational in Turkish by the end of the year. Saying it out loud makes it feel really real. I hope that I can accomplish that goal. And I don't have to come back here at the end of the year and be like, guys, this is embarrassing. I didn't reach any of my goals. Goal number 7 is daily stretching and activity. So I feel like I definitely feel my best when I get outside every day. So usually Kai and I take a very long walk at least once a day. Usually this is about a 45-minute walk. And I love doing that. He loves doing it. It's definitely like a highlight of our mornings. So I want to continue that in 2025. I would like to do some form of activity every single day, whether that's a nice long power walk, whether that is a nice long leisurely walk, whether it's an actual workout. I just want to be active every single day. I just feel like it makes me feel better. And especially when I do it outside. I love to walk outside. So I want to continue that in 2025. And then I want to incorporate stretching every single day. I feel like my body is so tight. I feel like I have zero flexibility. I feel so tight, like in my shoulders, hips, back. I want to work on my mobility, my flexibility, and that is a huge goal for me this year. I want to stretch every single day. Especially I feel like my back and my shoulders are just so tight from picking Kai up and carrying him around. He is heavy. He's like over 30 pounds. So obviously like that does a number on your shoulders and your back. And so I want to stretch every single day. And I started that today and we are going to track it in the habit tracker. The last 3 goals on my list all pertain to my YouTube channel. So goal number 8 is to reach 10,000 subscribers. I have just over 3,000 subscribers right now, so 10,000 feels like a lot, but I'm going to work toward it this year. I'm going to be looking at it every day on my vision board, and I'm going to be putting in the work behind the scenes to try to make that happen. Part of that is definitely going to be trying to be as consistent as possible. Obviously, there is a lot going on in my day-to-day life, but I love doing YouTube and I would like to be posting consistently once a week. I'm going to try my hardest to stick to that. And yeah, hopefully by the end of this year, we'll have 10,000 subscribers. Goal number 9 is to start a newsletter. This is something I've kind of hinted at over the last few months. I've mentioned it in some of my videos that you can sign up through a link I put in my description. I'll actually put it in the description of this video as well. I do have like the first edition of the newsletter ready to go. I just feel like so nervous to just start it for some reason. I think because not many people have signed up yet. But I feel like I need to like bite the bullet and promote it on Instagram, even though that's like my nightmare. I feel like YouTube's my safe space. I feel like if you're watching this video and you watch my videos, like I want you guys to subscribe. Like I feel safe sharing that stuff with you guys, but like Instagram feels like a whole other world on there. But I probably need to bite the bullet and just advertise it on there. And as soon as I feel ready, I'm going to start a weekly newsletter. But I'm hoping that by February, I can get that poppin'. Oh my gosh. So if you wanted to get a newsletter from me once a week, please sign up in the description below, please. Give me a boost of confidence. And then my 10th goal for the year is to do a sponsored video with a brand that I like. So I've never done a fully sponsored video before. I have done videos where I was gifted products and I might have been given like a commissionable link where if people make a purchase, I make a commission. But I have never done like a partnership fully sponsored video before, and I would love to do that with a brand that I really like. It's really important to me that any sponsorships I could do in the future are with brands that I genuinely support and like. So I just want to put that out into the world and on my vision board that I am hopeful that that will happen this year. I think that my next steps are going to be to write out a little more context for each goal, some processes and steps I want to take to achieve each goal. And I think it'd be really fun to check in throughout the year, kind of create check-ins for myself on my Notion and also check in with you guys to see how the goals are progressing. I think I'm going to leave it off here. If you have supported my channel in any way over the past year, whether that's subscribing, watching a video, liking a video, I just appreciate it so, so much. I cannot believe that I have reached 3,000 subscribers. Like if you would have told me this a few years ago, I wouldn't have believed you. So it might not seem like a lot of subscribers in the grand scheme of things, but it means a lot to me. So I really appreciate you being here and I appreciate the support you've given me. Again, we're gonna get this newsletter poppin'. So if you're interested in that, please subscribe in the link in my description. I am so, so excited to see what this year is going to bring for all of us. I hope that you have had an amazing holiday season, an amazing amazing new year. I hope this year is amazing for you. And actually, if you have any goals that you are setting for the new year, I'd actually love to hear them. So please comment them below so that we can all chat about our goals. As always, thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in the next one.